Dear Emery, your dad is out early today for his 15,000 steps of road work. Feeling really strong this morning. I'm into my routine here in Southwest Florida. I'm up every day at 5:59 for my prayer, my gratitude prayer. Splash some water on my face, brush my teeth, throw on my shorts and t-shirt and my 25-pound rucking vest. Don't forget the military rucking vest. You can do hard things. Embrace the hard. I head out into the kitchen where my 2 glasses of filtered water have been sitting there from the night before. I drink those 2 glasses of water. I go to the bathroom. And I am out the door for 70 minutes of walking my road work. As I mentioned to you, health is your number one wealth. The thing I love about road work, doing it first thing in the morning, is we've been lying in bed for 8 hours. It's important to get up and get outside in nature. It's important to get fresh air. It's really critical to stay away from all technology, all screens, and to get out in the heat, in the cold, in the sunshine, in the darkness, whatever it is, get outside and walk. And remember, your road work, sweetheart, is not just physical. It's amazing for you physically, but also mentally, also emotionally, also spiritually. I get out here and it gives me an opportunity to listen to my golden gut. It gives me an opportunity to listen to my intuition. You have great intuition. Always trust your gut. It gives me a chance to listen to my creator. And as the great Thomas Edison said, it gives me an opportunity to listen to ideas. When we're quiet and we're not distracted and we don't have earbuds in and we're not listening to podcasts or listening to Tony Robbins or Tim Ferriss blaring in our ears, and we just listen to ourselves and we're quiet and we listen to our creator, and God has the opportunity to speak to us. That's really, really what this time is about for me. Sure, I get the physical steps in, that's important. I get the fresh air, I get the sunshine, but man, I get up and I'm stiff and I'm sore, and within walking 15 minutes, I feel fantastic. But mentally and emotionally and spiritually, there is nothing more powerful. My best and most powerful business ideas, my marketing ideas, my personal life ideas, my biggest and best ideas come when I'm doing 2 things. They come when I'm doing my road work, and they come when I'm doing my reading. I read for an hour every morning, as you know. So think about that. In both those cases, I'm what? I'm being silent. I'm being silent. I'm sitting and I'm listening. I'm listening to my intuition. I'm listening to my golden gut. I'm listening to my creator. And I think that one of the things, and this will be even compounded more when you watch these videos when you're a teenager, when you're a young adult, is you'll notice that one of the greatest weaknesses with the people around you is that they have the inability now, they have the inability to sit and be quiet. They have the inability to sit in quiet and solitude and silence. And we have been designed by big technology. We have been conditioned to believe that we need to be constantly entertained. We need to be constantly in fight or flight mode. We need to be constantly working. We need to be constantly hustling. We need to constantly be watching, listening. We need to constantly be on call. And if you want to build the world of your dreams, Emery, you need to look around you and do the exact opposite. You need to look around at what everybody else is doing, your friends, Anybody that you're working with, just look around in today's society and do the exact opposite. You're surrounded by people that are mentally checked out. They're sedating through technology. They're medicating through drugs and alcohol and antidepressants, and they have no time for silence and solitude. They have no time for thinking deeply. They have no time for listening to their golden gut. They don't have any time for their intuition or listening to God or our Creator. They don't have any time, as Thomas Edison said, to sit in silence and listen for ideas. How can you come up with your great aha ideas? How can you transform your business, your company, your fitness, your health, your mental health? How can you come up with game-changing ideas that'll separate you from the crowd if you don't sit in silence and listen for ideas? Thomas Edison invented over 10,000. He had over 10,000 patented failures before the light bulb. But Edison was famous for sitting and listening for ideas. Sitting and listening for ideas. And all the greats, all the people who have changed our world were men and women who sat in solitude. I'm not talking about sitting there and meditating and doing nothing, but I'm talking about you taking an hour a day where you have zero technology, where you're just moving and listening. And that's a fantastic combination with your road work. When we listen, or we put music in, or we put our earbuds in, or we listen to a podcast, well, that's somebody else's noise that you're putting into your brain. That's somebody else's noise that you're putting into your consciousness. When I choose to do the exact opposite, I know that my best ideas are going to come when I'm out here walking. So I never, ever, ever listen to music. I never listen to podcasts. I never use my phone for anything except for these ugly morning videos. But other than that, I'm out here complete solitude. And there isn't a single walk every morning that I don't have to go into my office, take my pen and paper out, and make 3, 4, 5 notes of ideas and solutions that come to me when I'm walking. And then when I sit down and have my coffee and read, I'll literally fill out 10 to 15 of those recipe cards, those idea distinction cards I have. You see me writing those your whole childhood. There's more ideas. So the two areas where all my big ideas come from are when I'm walking and when I'm reading. So those are two areas where I don't want to be distracted under any circumstances. To be able to listen to your intuition and your golden gut, you have to plan time every day to sit in silence. You see your dad through the years, I go and I sit at the end of the dock and I just sit there. I have my recipe cards, my white index cards, I have my green Sharpie, and I literally just go to the end of the dock and I sit in my Adirondack chair and I stare out at the water and I just sit. This can be at 7 o'clock at night, this could be at 7 o'clock in the morning, but I just go and I end of the dock and I just sit there for 20 minutes. And you see me do this every day on the boat. I'll sit on the boat and all I have is my reading material, my journal, my pens, my index cards, and I'll just sit there for 10 minutes in complete silence and solitude, and I'll listen for ideas. Ideas for my newsletter, ideas for my videos, ideas to improve my marriage, ideas to improve my fitness, and ideas for my mastermind members. It all just comes from listening to my golden gut. And if I'm not sure what direction to take in life, or if I have a difficult decision to make in terms of our family or our business or in my personal life, many times I'll just go sit in solitude and listen for ideas. I mean, God, I used to be so busy and I used to be such a multitasker that God would tap me on the shoulder, but I wasn't there to listen, right? I was too busy taking action on the next thing. And then when I started to slow down and think and slow down and sit quietly every day, sometimes just for 5 or 10 minutes, all of a sudden I was able to hear what my Creator was saying to me. I was able to hear what my golden gut was telling me. I was able to listen to what my intuition was telling me. And I was able to avoid game-changing mistakes and errors. And I was able to listen to all these things around me that are so critical. But people today, sweetheart, their minds are cluttered, their brains are frazzled. Most people are cell phone junkies. They're so addicted to the dopamine hits that they wake up in the morning and they lose their day within the first 10 minutes. This is why it's absolutely critical that you never, ever, ever have any technology in your bedroom where you sleep. None. Not a phone, not an iPad, not a laptop, not a TV, nothing in terms of technology ever in the place that you sleep. The reason for that is you want to get up every day of your life and you want to play offense. You don't want to be like everybody else and get up and react and play defense. Most people in this world get up, they check their phone in the dark, and then they're playing not to lose. You want to do the exact opposite. You want to get up. Your subconscious has been working all night on a problem, and you want to be able to listen to those solutions. And the only way you can listen to what your subconscious has been working on the night before, remember I told you to ask your subconscious a question every night before you close your eyes. That way your subconscious mind can percolate on the idea all night and give you a solution. Well, to hear that solution, you've got to be present. You've got to be mentally present when you wake up. And the worst thing anybody can do when they rise in the morning is to check their phone or to get on us. It's the worst thing. It's the difference between winning and losing. It's the difference between control and no control. And it's the difference between playing to win and playing to lose. I don't touch any technology except for when I shoot a video like this, but I don't check email, I don't check text, I don't watch anything on a screen until noontime every day. I do my road work, I do my Operation Money Suck copywriting on my laptop. I do my reading. Second thing of the day is I do my sharpening the axe studying and reading. So I just block out everybody else's agenda until I'm done with the important things in my world. And then after I own the morning, after I win my morning, then I conquer the chaos in the afternoon. There's time to conquer the chaos in the afternoon. That's when I return phone calls in bundles. That's when I return all my emails in bundles. That's when I return a text in bundles. That's when I do my stuff in bundles, my maintenance work, my low money return work. And then when I'm done that, I return to my high-end activities. I do a little bit more work, and then I have a cutoff of 3 p.m. when I go and pick you up at school. So it's really, really, really important that you have silence every day, that you have the opportunity to sit quietly and listen to ideas. You, my daughter, have a brilliant mind. I've seen this as I shoot this today. You're 10 years old. I see the brilliance you have in your mind. You have God-given creativity. You have God-given abilities in art. You have a love for animals, a passion for animals, horses and dogs. And you also have a God-given entrepreneurial spirit that I hope you'll claim as your own. But nonetheless, it's going to be so important for you as a young person to listen to your intuition, to sit silently for a few minutes every day, 10 minutes, half an hour, as long as you can, and just listen. Listen to your heart, listen to your soul, listen to your God, listen to your intuition, listen to your golden gut. Because I'm telling you right now, you are one talented and one blessed little girl. You've got incredible gifts that need to be nurtured. You need to listen in silence. You need to be a creator. You need to journal. You need to write. You need to set your goals, because you have special gifts that you need to take full advantage of. And one of the key secrets will be you spending time every day, a little bit of time alone, listening in silence, like Thomas Edison said, listening for those important, critical ideas that change your world and your life. Good morning. And that's my message for today. Remember how I talked about giving your subconscious, something to work on at night? Well, one of the most brutal things I see is when a person gives their subconscious some direction. So they ask a question of their subconscious mind to percolate on that night when they're sleeping. And then what does the person do? They get up in the morning and the first thing they do is they check their phone. They absolutely abort any ideas that their subconscious was about to give them. So your subconscious mind has worked all night. It's percolated with all these amazing ideas. But if you don't sit and listen, if you don't stay silent in the first hour of the day, if you don't go and do your road work in silence, if you don't own the first hour of the day, if you don't gift yourself that personal time, that first 60 minutes to listen to your golden gut, then all of that subconscious work has been for naught. You've literally aborted the ideas that would have changed your life. You abort every day the critical ideas that your subconscious was gifting to you. So there's two parts to all that. If you're gonna ask your subconscious to work on challenges, work on questions, work on things during the night to percolate on ideas, then don't be a dummy like most people and wake up in the morning and crush all of the solutions that your subconscious has come up with. A lot of times when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is I journal for 2 or 3 minutes. I write down what I'm grateful for. I write down my 2 or 3 goals, usually 1 or 2 goals, and a couple of other things. And then right after that, what I do is even before I can head out the door, these ideas are coming to me one after another from my subconscious working all night. So I'll write them down even before I do my road work. So if I had gotten up and checked my phone or looked at somebody else's agenda and played defense, well, all those ideas that have been percolating all night are lost. And that's just a shame. You're just murdering your future. You're just murdering your ideas. You're just murdering things that are ideas and things that are going to change your world. And you're just literally murdering them by not listening and being silent. So that's a huge pro tip. When you rise up in the morning, make sure that you stay silent. You do your road work in silence and solitude, and that will give your subconscious ideas a chance to come to you. Your subconscious has been working on that all night. You asked your subconscious to do a job. Well, let your subconscious speak to you now when you're conscious. Your conscious mind is now working when you rise. Don't be murdering and aborting these ideas by checking a screen or checking your email. That's how losing happens. You want to do the opposite. Play offense. 99% of people play defense. Play offense. Get up and own your morning. The first hour of the day minimum belongs to you. So zero technology, zero screens, do your road work, take notes, journal, and listen for those ideas. Like Thomas Edison said, listen for those ideas that will change your life. That's it for today. The golden silence, sitting and listening for ideas. If you don't have a copy of my new book, you can get a copy. It's my book, How to Not Get Your Ass Kicked in Business and in Life. You can get a copy at nobullbook.com. That's nobullbook.com. It's a physical book. I don't do the Go Fetch ebooks or the Go Fetch PDFs. I am a tree killer of the first order. I am very proud of my footprint, and you can get a copy at nobullbook.com. You pay for the book, I'll pay for the shipping, and I'll also, while supplies last, I don't have a whole bunch of these left, I probably have about 75 shirts left, I'll send you one of these #BadAss. You see that? #BadAss. And on the back it says, be relentless. These are beautiful, beautiful shirts. And I'll send one of those. Good morning. I'll send one of those. I love a pattern interrupting, guys. Tony Robbins, NLP. I just pattern interrupt people like that. Just, he's like stunned, sitting in his truck, playing on his phone. You would think that he's working on business. He's not working on business. Technology, email, texting, and technology during the business day, 98.4% personal, which brings us down to a percentage, 1.6% is business. So when your employees tell you that they're working on their business, they need their phone to text, to email for business, they are full of shit. And I knew this a long time ago. Technology, especially smartphones, texting and email, 98% plus is for personal business, shopping, texting with their friends. What time do you want to tee off? What time do you want to meet to get hammered? What time is the game on? Everything and anything but business. And that's why I've taken away the cell phones when it came to any team that I coached or any large business that I ran. So it's all a big lie. All a big lie. More important to listen to your golden gut every day and actually check out of technology as much as possible. Only use, sweetheart, technology that brings you money. Ask yourself, when it comes to every piece of tech that you touch, where is the profit in this? Ask yourself that question. When it comes to the use of your smartphone, the use of social media, the use of anything and everything to do with technology, where is the profit in this? Will this make me big money? And if the answer is no, stop. Don't use it, don't buy it, don't participate in it. Remember, sweetheart, every day of your life, you have brought us together as a family. We are not a family without you. Your mom and I had an amazing marriage, but we both were missing something, and that something was you. And the good Lord graced us with a healthy child 10 years ago, and that is the greatest gift that has ever been bestowed on yours, Relentless. Your dad loves being a father. There was a long time I never thought I would be a father. I thought I would be an athletic coach, and I would get my fix of kids by coaching them in hockey and tennis. But there has been nothing more joyful in my life than being your dad and coaching you. I sold my junior A hockey team, the Perth Blue Wings, so that I could coach you in skating. I can coach you in hockey, and I've never looked back. I am cherishing every second I get to drive you to school, to coach you in skating, to run lemonade stands with you, to help you with your crazy marketing and advertising ideas. I'm all in as a father, and you have given me the most joyful mission ever, and I thank you for that. 2 words that changed my life, 2 words that'll change yours. Be relentless.